Okay, let's try again. Just continuing off on the first video, on video 15. I would like to have some other people to join me in these sessions, but it's so hard with everybody being so busy. And everybody that I know is just so far away. And I do have one friend nearby, but he's probably at work. I don't know. Do you ever think about that there's something beyond, something that's beyond our comprehension, something that's beyond our understanding of our mind? Like, we barely know anything about the brain itself or the mind in general. But it's very, very strange how we can diagnose these mental like not mental disorders, but we don't understand the complexity of the brain. The brain itself is a mysterious but yet scary thing, because you don't know what can go wrong with it. There's many physical things that are scary that can go along with it, but mainly it's mental that um and if you ever think about it, with psychedelics in any way, in anything that's remotely similar to them, it's better off just to do your typical Lucy, your typical Magic Boys. And because the reason why I say that, because you're not going to have withdrawals from neither one of them. Basically, them substances, in a way, can take you to places that you thought that was never real. Like, you thought, oh, that'd be impossible to go to. Like I say, if you ever decide to do it, just leave it on your tongue for at least maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know. I forgot what the onset is. And just swallow. And you will, as you sit there and wait, for it to kick in, there's going to be a lot of pretty mesmerizing things are going to happen as you peak. It's very beautiful in a way that you get to see sounds, colors, and see these beautiful kaleidoscope-like patterns, these fractals, whatever you call them. Like seeing faces in trees, like being one with nature. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a damn hippie, and I'm not ashamed of that. Is in the modern world with hippies, it's just everybody, sees them, hates them, especially my father. He despises them for some reason. I don't know why, but he does. I see nothing wrong with them. I'm one myself, so why would I be hating myself at this point? The only thing I ever want to do is spread the peace, spread love throughout the whole planet, practically. But that's going to be hard to do if we don't have any help or any support to spread love and peace. I mean, it's so hard to ask for peace in the modern world when everybody just wants war. Why can't we just sit back, smoke a doobie or something, and just talk about life and talk about happy things, talk about things that you would want to talk about with your friend and stuff. I mean, I understand weed is practically normalized at this point. It's normalized. I see a lot. I understand it's already used for medical purposes, like in certain states. And if they would ever decide to legalize it down here in South Carolina, I'll be the first in line to be going to that dispensary. First in line to get my card, to get my weed, or medical weed. But somewhere in North Carolina, they have a dispensary, but it's on, tribal lands or a reservation or something like that. Um, I mean, you gotta understand this. People have been using these things for thousands of years. Well, not acid, of course, but like shrooms or magic boys have been used for millennia, thousands of years. Even I think somewhere in the Aztec eras, even before the Aztecs, they was here. They've been around for millions of years, and people have used it for medicine for thousands and thousands of years. But the government is like, oh, we want you to stay sick so you can keep buying these unnecessary pills, like like antidepressants, antipsychotics, stuff that's basically poisonous. Because if you don't need it and you take antipsychotics or antidepressants, it's gonna kill you. It's gonna slow. Basically, what it does, it kind of poisons you in a way slowly. But back to the back to the Lucy thing. Um, it's a very mesmerizing thing, and I know it's already said that. But it's just so hard to describe in words that what you're seeing is just pure heaven, just peace, bliss. The only downside is it lasts for 12 hours, and it kind of makes you, heat up a little bit, which not like a drastic, like a really high heat, but like enough to the point where you start sweating, stuff like that. So user excretion advised. Use at your own risk. Even though I said it's practically, harmless, and you have to be cautious with it. You just can't continuously take it back to back to back to back. It's better off just to take it once a week or once every 2 weeks, so your mind can, just rest. Like, get your mind ready for the next adventure. So you got to let it rest for a little, let it rest for a while. Then, it's your choice if you want to do it again. But I'm just saying, it's better off just to wait a week or two than do it again. It feels like I'm spitting nonsense, but hopefully what I'm saying makes sense to somebody. I mean, like with the damn stuff that they give us, like for depression and stuff. They don't understand that antidepressants in general are just plain poison. Like there are already recalls on antidepressants. I don't know which ones, but there's recalls on a bunch. And they want, because there's a cancer-causing chemical, and I don't know the name of the cancer-causing chemical. And they think that's okay to give us, they think it's okay to give us this stuff to say, oh, you'll feel better. But basically what it does, it basically masks the pain, masks the problem, makes the problem worse, and does no good. Maybe for some people it will. But people that have like treatment-resistant illnesses, it's hard to describe. I mean, I'm not making fun of nobody that has any sort of mental disorder or any sort of thing in a way. If you want to feel better, just smoke pot. I mean, not pot, but grass. probably none of this, some of this stuff I said would probably make any sense to people, certain people. But the ones that understand what I'm saying, hopefully you take it with a grain of salt. Maybe one day we can all be in peace and all unite as one, and the whole world can live in peace. No death, no fights, no death, no violence, no nothing, no wars, no disease. Maybe one day we will get that dream of world peace, and all we have to do is achieve it. But we can't do it alone. We have to want to do it. We have to want to make this place a better and more suitable place to, grow old in. Basically, you can live your rest of your days in peace without having to worry about something coming to get you, or someone coming to hurt you and all that stuff. Why can't we just all live in one, all in one unison, and just be at peace? Because war itself is not going to solve the answer. You're going to be killing thousands of people, and you think it's okay just to do that because all these old men in office don't know how to get the hell along, so they want to shoot rockets at one another and kill thousands and thousands of people. We live in a sick world. The only way people think to solve problems is violence. When in reality, violence is never the fucking answer. There's many people that have died from it, traumatized, abused, mistreated. And some of these people are, just broken. Like, they don't know where to go. I'm one of them people, because I don't know where to go in life. Part 2. This is part 2. Tom signing off.